Good morning. This is a video I was kind of on the fence about broaching this subject. I've kind of talked about it a little bit before. Something happened yesterday that motivated me to dig this t-shirt out. For you. Yeah. So I walked away from a potential project yesterday. It was a project that it was coming at me. It was a friend of a friend, the guy I'm friends with. I respect. He happens to be a character actor. He's been in everything, in every major sitcom and a bunch of movies and all that. And this was one of his friends. And he came at me a couple months ago, and I couldn't get to him because I was too busy. And then, my mom got sick, and I was back and forth to Arizona, and then she kicked the bucket, and I had to go back for the funeral, all that other stuff. So yesterday was going to be the day, finally. So I called him up, and the first thing was I called him at like 9:45 in the morning. He was still in bed, and then we were texting. He wanted me to come by around noon, and then I said, "Hey, I'm on my way," and he sent a text back, "Okay, be sure to wear a mask. We will be." And that was the end of it for me, because I am done. I'm done playing that stupid game. I'm not. The whole time, by the way, with this thing that was going on, I never wore a mask. Over 2 years, never wore a mask, never got the shot, never got tested. I'm sure I had it in 2019 twice, early in 2019 and again December 2019 into 2020 into February, and both times was all those symptoms, and I really felt like I was going to die, and it was like pneumonia, the lungs and everything else. And I live alone. I'm used to taking care of myself. I nursed myself. I made a few phone calls to people, friends of mine that were nurses, and a medic friend of mine, and they gave me some tips, and it got me through. And I'm a relatively healthy guy, and I'm not obese, so whatever. The whole thing is weird to me, because on one hand you got people who are saying, hey, just to be safe, just to be safe for everybody else, you really should wear this mask. And at the same time, you're willing to go get a shot where you're allowing people to pump chemicals into your body that you don't know what the side effects of that might be. That's hypocrisy, right? When I see blatant hypocrisy, people telling me to do one thing that contradicts the other thing, at least the way of thinking, that they're also telling me to do, I don't do either. I'm going to kick back and just wait. It's like buying the first thing, like some new vehicle comes out. You never buy the first one. You wait wait for the bugs to work themselves out. Wait for them to find out what's wrong with it and let them upgrade, and then you go in and buy it. So the whole thing has pissed me off. And the thing is that all the stuff that we know now that is true, we knew was true in the beginning, unless you were listening to NPR or CNN or MSNBC, right? So we knew that this virus couldn't live outside. Couldn't. Sun kills it. We know that the sun is healthy for you, but they were telling you to stay inside. The only way you can really get it is super close proximity to somebody who's actually sick. So if somebody's not sick, you got nothing to worry about. My mother, she wore masks. She got the shot multiple times. And then she went out, and one of her friends went out to this event, and they're huggers, and that's how you're going to get it. Somebody who's got it is going to be coughing or whatever, and they're going to hug you, and then that's how you pass it on to somebody else. And it killed her. So, it's crazy. I don't know. The whole thing has been nonsense to me. Now we know. I saw that rat-like fella, Fauci, saying they don't know how it's going to affect women with reproduction issues, or if they're pregnant, and they're talking about how they feel like they're pretty certain it's going to affect people's immunity to other things now. And these were all things that were discussed when the whole shot thing was still coming around, and they keep calling it a vaccination. It's not a vaccination, because you can still get it. Not only can you still get it, you can still pass it on. Not only can you still pass it on, it can still kill you. So what are you doing? And it turns out now, and the science is there, actual science, the people that never got a shot are the people who resist it the most. So how do you feel? How do you feel about this? You know, if it was me and I bought into all that crap and I allowed them to pump a bunch of chemicals into me and it still made me sick, I'd feel pretty stupid. So, and these are the same people that keep lying to all of us about everything. All the political stuff, lies. And then all the true stuff, they put, remember the Hunter Biden laptop thing? When you couldn't talk about it, you were getting banned on social media if you wanted to bring that up. And now it turns out it's true. It's true. Are you with me here? You with me here? So you've been lied to and you're believing it, and that's a choice. So it's a real thing. But look, I could work for who I want to work for. I could walk away from any job that I don't feel like doing, or any kind of people I don't want to be around. And if you want me to wear a mask, then I'm not working for you. Period. That's just how it is. And if you're uncomfortable with that, that's fine, because I won't be there. So this is I'm not trying to upset anybody. I'm just telling you, giving you it from my perspective. All right. And I stand by everything I just said. So that's it. Have a good day. Always remember, never be a sucker. Smarten up. Listen to the other side. Look into things. Don't just regurgitate what you're hearing 30 times a day from people who consistently lie to you. Even late night comics now, right? They're the people that pushed this whole agenda, put the current guy in office, and now they're making fun of him. Now they're finally talking about the crappy economy and gas prices and everything else. Everything that the rest of us said would happen if this geriatric got in there, and now it is happening. This is a huge I told you so. But there's no satisfaction in this I told you so. Because this I told you so is making us all miserable. It's making us all have to spend way more money than we have. And keep in mind too, the last 4 to 6 years, the media, the programming on television, everything has been dividing us. I mean, within our own families, our relationships, friendships, it's been making people take a side based on bullshit. And that to me is it's a very sinister thing. So just turn it off. Turn it off. That's my advice to you. Think for yourself. Smarten up. Eat good, clean food. Get some exercise. Get plenty of rest. De-stress yourself. Quit the soul-sucking job that you have and find something else to do if you're miserable in it, if it's making you miserable. And now we got helicopters, so I'm going to turn this off. And again, have a nice day. Be nice to one another. I may not be a doctor, but I know what a woman is.